1 year ago, 16 average high school students were dropped in Sumner, Washington, and forced to fight against each other for 39 hours in one of the toughest competitions they've ever been in. Through grueling challenges,
You guys got a point! Where's the third one? Where's the third one? Isabel has two in her hand!
Right there.
So I've won 3 times in a row, but I'm still super afraid.
strategic decisions,
We're all gonna vote for each other. It'll come down to pulling a rock.
And we're gonna split 3 for Casey and then 4 for Tyson. So if he plays the idol, then his girlfriend's gone.
8th person voted out of Survivor Washington Sumner, and the first member of our jury.
blindsides,
Which I never ever expected, especially from Kayla.
and social disasters.
I'm going to kick his ass if he tries to pull another stunt like that.
Seriously, his whole team hates him.
And he's actually one of the athletic ones too. So
Like he's the most athletic of that team, and that's something, because he's not very athletic.
I mean, I love Joe, but it's like, just shut up once in a while. Like,
You're cut. You're gone.
One by one, 12 contestants proved they did not have what it takes to be the sole survivor. And now, only 4 remain. Eli. He's been the mastermind behind many of the votes this season. But with a jury full of people who have been voted out at his hands, will he be able to survive in a final 2 situation? Isabel. Coming into the game knowing nobody, Isabel has managed to outlast her entire tribe. But will she be able to find herself in a final 2 where she is a clear juror favorite, or will the other 3 Rainiers pick her off? Brooke. She's come into the game with an under-the-radar strategy, which has clearly paid off, becoming the only person in the game with no votes cast against her. Will she be able to slide herself into the end, or will the other 3 see her as the threat she really is? Kristen. She has dominated the game with an iron fist, making many enemies on the jury. Will she be able to flip her image among the jurors, or will her dominance come to a sudden stop? It all comes to a close tonight. 3 tribal councils, 2 eliminations, 1 survivor.
When I saw Tyson, Joe, and Parker were on the same team, I thought, oh god, I'm gone before merge. So I'm very surprised that I even made it to Final 4.
I'm surprised because honestly, in the beginning, I thought after Celeste was gone, it was either going to be me or Casey going.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really go into the game like expecting anything, so I mean, I'm happy to make it this far. I was hoping for it, but I don't know. I guess once I saw Tyson was here and Parker, and I know George is strong too. He's pretty physical. So I mean, and Joe obviously. So I mean, I saw all of them as threats immediately, and I'm like, I didn't expect to make it that far once I saw them.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I knew 0 people except for Kayla. And now, like, I'm the only one left on Columbia, and I did not think I was going to be the last one on Columbia. Just because there's, like, so many strategic and, like, physical players. But, yeah, I didn't think I was going to be this one.
Is somebody else repping Rainier?
Well, I kind of
Lost yours?
Mine's like
I thought I threw it in the
covered
tent, and then I started playing.
Hey, I'm repping Rainier. Just so you know. Don't really
That sucked. I really thought that Kristen might have voted for Kayla, or for Eli.
The two girls from former Columbia were trying to get me out, and they're trying to flip Brooke and Kristen, which they ended up not doing. But I wasn't entirely sure about that.
So what happened at tribal council was I ultimately decided right before that I would vote for Kayla, and Kristen agreed that she would vote for Kayla too. So basically, me, Kristen, and Eli voted against Kayla.
I saw Tyson mouthing words like, if you give that idol to Eli, I won't vote for you.
We're just nervous for the next challenge.
Yeah, we just wanted to get the next challenge.
Yeah. I want to get next tribal council.
Yeah. Like, probably the biggest one.
Hardest to do.
Well, it depends who.
For me.
I've pretty much just done stuff to that would help me in the game, which isn't the best thing, but I've also, really looked out for Kayla. I tried my hardest to not get her voted out. Who would you guys vote off if I won?
I have no idea. We haven't talked about it at all.
You have no idea.
No.
Not one single.
Do you know? Yeah, that should be interesting.
Well, you obviously get the final say, so it's whoever you say goes. Pretty much, yeah.
No, not at this point, no.
Nah. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, okay, it could be 2 and 2. If we split the vote 2 and 2.
Wouldn't that mean someone would have to vote for themselves?
No.
Wait, so if you
No, us
and
two
her
voted for you,
me,
and you two voted for me.
Do you think that Kristen would take you to the end anyways?
No. I mean, there's a slim chance that she could, but I don't think she will.
and I'm hoping it comes down to me and Eli, just because we have no clue who the jury would vote for, because they equally hate us both. So it would be an interesting vote to see who they vote for.
It really depends. Honestly, I don't want to be in the situation that I have to choose, because I have deals with both Kristen and Brooke that will make it to the final 2 together. So I don't want to win that challenge if I make it to the final 3. I hope they both choose to choose me, because I know that both of them know that the jury doesn't like me very much, or at least it hasn't appeared so at Tribal Council. So I think I'd be a pretty viable candidate to take me in, because we've pretty much determined that they like Isabel more than they like me or Kristen or Brooke. And Brooke is probably the next most likable after that.
Basically anyone, but hopefully anyone but Isabel wins, because we all personally want Isabel to go, because we all feel like the jury dislikes us more than Isabel.
If Isabel wins immunity, I'm gonna try to get as close to her as possible and do whatever she says. That's my plan. I'm almost indifferent. I'd go with whoever. If she wanted me to vote for someone that wasn't, and not have me not go out, I'd go for whoever to stay in the final 3. I think that both of them are different threats in different ways.
Come on in, guys! Our final 4, Olympus. You guys have outlasted 3/4 of the competition. Final 4. Isabel, I'll take that back. Thank you. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. You guys ready to get to the challenge of the afternoon?
Yes, sir.
All right, here's the deal. You guys are going to be setting up a ladder ball bag. There's 4 bags right over here with all the pieces you need. You're going to have to pour them out, and you're going to have to assemble it at the second cone. You can pick any spot you want. We'll pick that in a second, but it has to be assembled at the second cone. If you don't know how to set this up, there's there are vague directions over here on this stump. You're gonna have to analyze those directions, run back and forth, and try to assemble that ladder ball rack. When you're done, get the 3 balls, stand at the first cone, and try to land each ball on the rack. You need to get 1 on the top, 1 in the middle, 1 in the bottom. You guys got it?
Yep.
Okay, each you get behind a bag in pieces. All right, here we go. For immunity in a guaranteed spot in the final 3. Survivors ready, go! Everyone, Kristen pulling out her bag, Eli pouring out his bag, Brooke and Isabel trying to move the big long pieces before they're getting their bags undone. Kristen moving her pieces, Eli moving his pieces. Nobody checking the directions first. Isabel and Brooke both picking up the balls over there. You're gonna have to bring the balls back if you're gonna do that. Don't know if that's gonna work out for you. Isabel leaving all 3 balls on the ground. Brooke with a few pieces left. Kristen in the lead right now. Kristen already assembling. Kristen also assembling the puzzle. Isabel starting to work now. Isabel putting the blues together. Every piece must match where it's supposed to go. Brooke falling behind, not starting yet. Kristen trying to force a piece in. Eli making good progress. You've got to figure out where every piece goes. Every single piece matters. Eli thinks he's got it.
No, well, not yet.
Eli not thinking he's got it.
I'm close.
Isabel catching up to Eli. She's working on the final run. Brooke making slow but steady progress. Kristen still assembling small bars at a time. Isabel and Eli both running back to the directions. We've got Kristen going back to the directions. Brooke still working. We're getting close now. Brooke is now catching in this. She's now in this. Eli, Isabel, and Brooke are in this challenge. Kristen falling out. Eli. Kristen's been going slow, but Kristen's is looking steadier. Kristen seems to be taking more time on her. You have to make sure all the pieces fit. If it's slanted or it's cockeyed, excuse me, it's not gonna work. You have to make sure it works. Nobody took this seriously in the beginning, and now they're all having to go back and redo it. Eli now assembling his ladder. Eli. You're good. Start it. Put it on the cone. Put the cone right. Eli. Eli got 1. Camera, get over here. Eli missing. You guys got to pick it up. Eli trying hard. He wants immunity. Eli's got 3. Kristen, you are wrong. Eli wins immunity. Eli, you got it? Ooh, yeah. Come on over. First time you got immunity, you're safe.
It's about time.
All right, here we go. Feels good. Eli, guaranteed in the final 3, a 1 in 3 shot at winning this game. For you 3, can't say the same. Somebody going home, and you're gonna be the 6th member of the jury. We're gonna figure out who that is tonight. I'll see you guys later.
I feel freaking awesome right now. I'm on cloud 9. That challenge was like made for me or something. I've played that game since I was like 6. I mean, I wasn't necessarily like good at it, but I mean, like I knew exactly how to put it together.
Oh yeah, I knew I was gonna lose that because I suck at building things. So I wasn't that surprised, but I don't know. I'm kind of glad Eli won because I knew he really wants it.
Well, kind of want to flip and vote out Kristen in a way, but I'm afraid that if it does happen, like if it does turn into a tiebreaker challenge, that Kristen's gonna win and then still be in the game and then completely turn against me. Okay, Isabel, I mean, I could probably get Isabel to make a deal with me that she would take me to the end if I did turn and vote Kristen out.
Hey, dude.
Hey. Okay, so you want to vote out Kristen?
Yeah, I'm voting her either way. So.
Okay, think about maybe flipping. But you can't say anything to the other two.
Of course not, yeah.
Okay. But I'd have to do it, like, if you made a deal with me or something like that, you would take me to the finals.
Yeah. I'd have to take her to the final 2, which I would do.
So if I kept you, you would...
I would vote them out. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather be, because that means that would give me a chance to make it, so of course.
Okay, so you wouldn't take either of them?
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't have taken Eli to begin with.
Okay. I mean, I would want to take Kristen for that.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
she's
yeah,
not
if
gonna
I had a
take-
choice, but I mean, if we're voting her out, then
I don't think she wants to take me to the end, so
yeah, I don't think she was either.
I think she wants to fly to the end.
I think it's dumb because I think she knows she's gonna lose. So why not? Like, I don't know. I feel like I have a chance and you have a chance.
So it should be like
The 2 of us. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna consider that.
Okay.
So just vote for Kristen and that
Yeah,
way
I'm going to.
you'll see a fair proposal.
Okay.
Okay.
Personally, I don't have my like hopes up or anything because even if she does, it's still a tie, and I assume she'd switch back. But I don't know. I think it should be interesting.
Okay.
Okay, well, I kind of want to get Kristen out in a way.
Right now? What do you mean in a way?
Because I don't think because she's like a strong competitor and I feel like she's going to win like the immunity.
Okay. Well, I see that, but like I don't know. She was one of the first people I made an alliance with in this game, and I feel like I don't need any more enemies on the jury at this point.
That's true.
And honestly, if we go to the end, I don't know who she'll pick to take with us or to take with her.
You.
I don't think so. I don't know.
No, she told me you.
Really?
She basically said it.
Basically
like,
said it?
Like, yeah, I was like, Eli, right? And she was like, yeah,
Okay,
like
well
she was
then-
afraid to say it.
Then win immunity and see what happens. Go for it, because like I don't know. I made an alliance with her way earlier in the game, you know. And it's like I don't want to go back on that early word, and it's not directly getting you out at all. You know, it's like right now we're going for Isabel, and it's like you've got a chance in this, you know.
What if I did turn?
If you did turn, then it would be 2-2 then, and you'd be the one that has to draw the stone.
Would you be against it? I think it would look good with the jury and stuff, but the problem is like if she still stays in the game and then she wins the immunity, then I'm definitely not going to the final 2. So.
Okay, well if you flip, then it'd be down to a tiebreaker challenge then.
And then if she don't want to do that because she'd probably win.
Yeah. Is it tiebreaker challenge between the 2 people? Okay, so yeah, it would be you, or it'd be her and. So I mean, if you flip, then it'd be between her and Isabel and Kristen. So I mean, that's your choice. I mean, I can't control what you
I don't
do,
really want to cause any issues.
so that's your choice. I mean, no.
I don't want to cause any. No, because I don't want to turn my
That would-
back for doing that.
Okay, well that would make it more interesting anyway, and I think the jury would like you for it. Honestly. Because it seems like they want anything to get her out. So if you flip for her, I think that'd make you look better in front of them. And
Then
then
she'll turn against me after if she stays in.
really?
I think she would.
Well, she probably would. But I mean, that's just up to you. Okay?
Don't tell her I said that though. Please.
fine. No.
Please don't.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't, because if you don't make that choice, then nothing happened in the first place.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Okay, cool. So you got time to decide now.
Okay.
Have fun.
Yeah. I don't know. At this point, I probably don't have much to lose.
Oh yeah. I don't even care what she's doing. I'm voting Kristen either way.
now bring in the members of our jury. Emily, Tyson, Casey, Aaron, Kayla, voted out at the last tribal council. All right, so here we are, final four. 3 Rainier, 1 Columbia. Eli, what's going on today? What's been going on these last few hours after Kayla was voted out?
I mean, after that, Isabel basically just you had to win that challenge, I think.
Isabel, you thought that I would assume you got to win that challenge, right?
Yeah.
And so, what was going through your mind when you're doing that challenge?
Well, I saw it was a building challenge, and then I pretty much just gave up hope because I really suck at that kind of stuff.
So, at what point did you kind of just stop trying with it then, if you did?
Well, I never like stopped. I don't know. I never really stopped trying, but like I just knew I was gonna lose.
Okay. Kristen, you went slow and had a pretty good start, a sturdy fence anyways at the beginning. What happened that made you kind of fall out of the challenge towards the end?
I think I panicked a little bit because when I had originally built it, I had some of the pieces in the wrong spots. So I started to panic a little bit. And then I had to go see what colors went where, and so I just panicked.
Eli, we got to talk to you about this challenge because it was a very impressive comeback, especially considering, though you were in the lead, your ladder was way off at the beginning.
Yeah, a little bit.
What went through your mind that made you think, oh my god, I need to change it and I have it now?
Well,
because you had it flawless right after you mixed it up.
Yeah, because it's like some of the tubes had like numbers on them, and I put them on the bottom level of the rack instead of the top, and I'm like, it just kind of makes more sense on the top. Because as soon as you said it was wrong, I knew that was the one thing that wasn't right about it.
And then from that point on, you got it and you were snapping.
Yeah.
Brooke, did you even get to toss the balls through the ladder in that last challenge?
No.
Christian, did you? Isabel, did you? So Eli, you'd say you had a pretty flawless victory.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Eli's got a guaranteed lock in the final 3. Tonight, one of you guys is not going to go. Unfortunately, someone's getting voted out tonight. You're going to be down to 3, and 3 of you are going to compete in your final immunity challenge, in which only one of you is going to win. Brooke, any thoughts at all about maybe somebody being good in challenges and wanting to get them out because they may win that final challenge and have all that power in their hands?
I've always feared that the strong everybody's going to win the last immunity, and then they're not going to take you
Isabel, say you make it through this tribal council, do you think there's a chance
Sorry, what?
that you'll make it through this tribal council?
Oh, no.
Okay, well, say you do. Do you have any expectations for the final immunity challenge?
Like for me to win?
Just for anything in general about what you're expecting for it.
No.
Eli, do you feel you needed immunity tonight?
I feel like it's helpful. I'm not sure if I necessarily needed it. I know that was a target last time, but I think that it's awesome to have it right now.
All right, well, let's get to the vote. Again, you cannot vote for Eli. Eli has immunity. He cannot be voted out. So it is time to vote. Brooke, you're up.
It's nothing against you, just have to be done.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Ready for votes? First vote, Kristen. Isabel. Isabel. That's 2 votes Isabel, 1 vote Kristen, 1 vote left. Kristen. Yes. All right. We have a tie. Here's what's gonna happen. Emily. Here's what's gonna happen. We could do one of two things. We could re-vote, or we can go right to the tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. Run. Going right to it. All right. The first one to reach here will stay alive. If not, we'll go 5 minutes. Call us after 5 minutes. We'll stay alive.
Someone set a timer.
Me. Really fast. All right, we're gonna begin 3, 2, 1. This challenge is on. Kristen and Isabel both trying one progress of stack everything they can at once. It's gonna work out for them. Strategy is not going to work. Isabel trying a different strategy.
Yes, Isabel.
Oh, you're getting very good.
You guys keep doing that.
Tristan's looking good.
Oh, yeah, guys. Go.
Isabel.
There's some on the ground.
I like
Your strategy is good. It's working.
it's gonna fall right now. I'm jinxing everything.
Watch it.
Hey, why are you so upset? Hey.
Kristen getting very close. Kristen coming down. Isabel.
You got it.
Right now.
It's your uncle.
Come on, Isabel.
Hey, slow and steady. It doesn't matter. I think you should go for it.
Well, let's say wins race sometimes.
Oh my, but like shaking doesn't.
Shaking like standing.
Dude, you're not.
Kristen
Oh.
trying a whole new strategy.
You're not Morty. Wait, what's his face? Who played Morty? George Fox. No, it's Jamie Foxx. Don't be Jamie Foxx. Wait, what?
Isabel, watch your
The wrong guy?
Let us know.
Jamie Foxx is the black guy. Oh yeah. I'm gonna give you his name.
I don't think she's gonna have enough dominoes.
Yeah, that's. Hey Cameron, who is in Back in the Future? Who is the
Guys have to try a new strategy.
Which one?
Morty.
You guys are not gonna have enough dominoes to finish.
Some white guy.
Yeah, what's his actor's name though?
Hey, once it gets there, does that Kristen trying an entirely new strategy. You cannot. Hey, here's the deal. You cannot pick up a bunch off the ground. If they're on the ground, you can only pick up one at a time. You guys are building
So
way
me,
too fast.
Yeah, there you go.
can say, wow, I really wish I was not here anymore. I'm sleeping. But their fates are in my hands.
It's the
now.
one at a
I root
time.
for everybody.
Kristen, one at a time.
If they give me $4 and I don't know change, I'll vote for them probably. That's me
Come on,
money.
Isabel.
You have 1 minute 30 seconds left.
What happened?
I have Kristen going.
Isabel, watch your hair.
Dude, just hey, what's the bottom of it? Just believe and it'll fall.
Kristen's really
Everyone
hurt.
just pray.
Dude, no, you gotta play the Kanye. Let's play the Kanye. The bottom's uneven.
It's gonna hit.
It would be like, what if you blow home?
Is anyone here in Arabic? I am.
I used to figure out his call.
Isabel,
Yeah, he had an arrow. Okay, seriously.
There's some on
less
the
than a
ground.
minute.
There's some on the ground. There's some in the ground.
Kristen, one at a time. Isabel, one at a time. Not Kristen is getting very close.
It's leaning.
If we are net, we are
It's
getting
leaning.
very close to Isabel's ball.
Oh, good save. What if I
Watch your hair.
Timer.
We've got 25 seconds. Kristen is barely
Careful of your
there.
hair. It's pulling your hair. Your hair.
Kristen is just nearly there.
Now just stack it. Just stack your shit up.
So just go straight. You got it.
Isabel.
What?
It's not knocked over.
Okay.
Okay, there's a lot of.
It doesn't matter who's
Three,
Yeah, it does.
2,
That was the rule.
1. Chris.
I'll pick it up.
Isabel, why?
You should have taken them from like the top and started stacking them up. You can't win by one.
Isabel, why?
Isabel.
One of them vote for you.
Isabel, Travis spoken.
Sorry, Brooke. Thank you.
Isabel, could you leave your card?
Well, that was the shittiest way to lose ever. And Brooke, I'm voting for you all the way. Kristen and whatever his name is can just suck it, and I hope they don't win. And I hope Brooke goes all the way. I'm voting for you, Brooke.
Can I have the water bottle that was sitting on there?
Yep. You recording? Yeah. Hey, from now on, it's not Olympus anymore. Olympus has fallen. It's only Rainier.
Oh.
So right now I am speechless. I didn't believe Brooke would do something like that. I can't believe that she would do something like that. I really have nothing to say other than I'm glad I won.
That was so awkward. Like complete silence when you came on. Well, I know you didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, I still don't.
Okay.
I'm just happy that I can instill fear in her now. I just can't believe it. To betray someone stressed like that, it's hurting, and I don't know how this game's gonna come now. So I'm so emotionally tired right now that I don't know.
I feel like if she wins the next challenge, she's just gonna win. No matter what.
No, yeah, it's obvious. It's blatantly obvious.
Want some more watermelon?
You can keep talking about me, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
I don't know if this is my
There's no open water.
We were just saying how it's blatantly obvious that the jury wants you to win. You know?
Yeah,
Like, you'd have to be
obviously,
dumb not to see that.
Obviously,
Like,
if I
after-
win the immunity, then I'm gonna be out. It's pretty obvious, so. Unless people like stick to their
Can I just ask
promises,
why
but
you did that?
I came to the decision that you were gonna take Eli over me. So I figured either way, like, I felt like I had nothing to lose, honestly, because I wasn't necessarily sure if Eli, like, I didn't think Eli was gonna take me out of here, honestly, because I felt like he probably thinks he has a better chance against you versus me, so I figured I had nothing else to lose.
Like, I understand
I feel
why
really
you
bad
did
because I
it,
don't want you to
just
think
feel
that I'm
hurt.
like that I don't want to be friends. Because like I still want to be your friend, and that's like the one thing that I was afraid of is that
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like want to be my friend afterwards. And I
And I think, you know, the difference between, like, our relationship and me and Casey's relationship is I never liked her to begin with.
yeah.
You know, I liked you. Well,
And
I guess I still like you.
honestly-
I just am hurt.
Honestly, I had a feeling that you'd win the challenge too,
Mhm.
but then I was still like, screw it, like I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're having final immunity in a little bit. I mean, kind of nervous about it because I kind of promised both of them that I'd take them to the end. So if I win, I'm screwed. So no matter what, if I win this next challenge, I've got another enemy on the jury. So best case scenario right now, Kristen wins and takes me. Because I'm not sure if Brooke will take me or take Kristen out. Because if Brooke takes Kristen out, she'll definitely be the jury favorite, and I'll have to work something out of my ass to try to convince them to vote for me.
So, final immunity challenge is coming up. And I feel like I need to win this because Brooke is going to vote me off if she wins. And I already know it.
No, go, Ethan.
So,
Yeah, she wasn't here very long, honestly. It's like I feel like
I felt really bad actually voting her out because we didn't even get a chance to get to.
I feel like she knew more about the show than we actually thought.
yeah, she was probably a lot more useful than we thought she was at first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you gonna walk?
Yeah.
No, I know. No, we don't. Remember?
Oh, sorry.
Hayden. Oh, this one
Hayden.
better be nice.
Hayden, oh man, he's an interesting
so
kid.
Cool.
He's just an interesting guy, you know? I just feel like, I don't know, I heard some rumors that he was like forfeiting or something, but I mean, I don't know, I feel like he's just an all-around cool guy.
Yeah.
Especially that he walks 50 miles a day. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Normally it's like a freaking
Oh, good.
This is George. Oh man, I felt so bad about this one.
Yeah.
We all loved George
Yeah.
so much.
He was just a great guy. I mean, he was shy.
He was a good physical asset too.
He was. I don't know. I kind of look back and maybe regret that.
Yeah. I kinda
We did that
wish
better
we
early.
helped him more.
Yeah. He's just a chill guy.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I didn't really
Maddie?
know her. I didn't really know
We didn't get to
Maddie
know her,
well.
but I mean, like, I know her from outside of this, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like she dropped out just because of her sunburn. It sounded like toward the end she volunteered. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, but I know in general.
I wish I would have gotten to know her.
Yeah, me too. Or at least, like, in this game anyway. She made it far. Ethan, I don't know. I feel like he knew the game and he knew how to play. He just kind of made his moves too early.
Yeah.
You know?
We all did like him still.
Yeah, we
It's-
still like him. It's just he made his move too early.
I just think it's cool because it's like, just like his brother. Like in almost every single
Yeah.
way. It's like exactly the same voice.
Yeah.
Parker, man, I was really surprised by
Yeah.
that. I did not think
I
they
mean,
would draw stones.
we couldn't really predict that though.
I know. I did not expect that they were going to go through and draw stones like that. I feel like that was their biggest regret as a tribe, I think.
He got the short end of the stick too.
He was a strong
He should have gone far too.
He really should have. Okay. Joe.
Oh boy, he's
Man.
funny.
He's a funny guy. I mean, like, that really had to be done.
The way he climbed the trees too, that was amazing.
He tried to show me how to climb a tree like 10 minutes before he got voted out. And I'm not climbing a tree. I'm just like, that's sketchy. Yeah, but he's just like, I don't
He was
know.
a fun guy.
He was. It's just like that was necessary for our tribe to get an advantage.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So,
At least we got to know him.
yeah, it's true. He's a cool guy.
Oh, I feel so bad about
That was just a
That
big
was an
mistake.
accident.
That was not on purpose. If Emily's watching this right now, we did not mean to do that.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Not at all.
That was not
We're
us.
so
That
sorry.
was whatever Tyson and Casey. And
Emily, you're a great person. We
Yeah, Emily, you're really
we really
cool.
like you.
Yeah.
you're a nice person.
We wish you would have stayed longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deserve to be here.
I didn't vote against you, by the way.
Yeah, no.
None of us.
None of us.
Yeah,
none of,
none
at
of
least
us
none of the
did.
three of us did.
Tyson. I don't know. I feel like you're a lot different person in this game than out of this game. I feel like, I don't know. You played this game pretty intensely, definitely aggressively,
Yeah.
and like, I don't know.
He's a strong competitor.
I don't know. I know that he might not like me right now, but I can't tell if it's like fake or like, I don't know. It's like, no, when this is over, there's nothing personal. I mean, you're just a competitor, and that's why we need to get you out.
Yeah, I was impressed when he gave Casey the community idol. I didn't think he would do that.
Yeah, that's like a good point.
Yeah. I agree.
Casey, she was like the camp mom
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
She was
Thanks
like,
for the PB&Js.
yeah, those were
They're
awesome
good.
PB&Js. And it's just like,
I liked Casey because she was like really nice. And I felt bad. And
she always had something to talk about.
yeah,
Always keeping conversations going. It was never awkward.
Yeah, she had good intentions.
Yeah.
it was just
Wrong timing.
who she was like.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a mosquito by your hand. Yeah, next time you gotta give a manly treat.
Want to like redo it? Let's like redo it over again. Eric. Oh man, we love you, Eric.
Oh yeah, Eric.
Yeah,
You're the best
sorry,
guy.
Eric,
Nothing
we
but
love
It
nice
just had to
things
be done.
say.
You know, I mean, like, if you win 3 in a row, you're automatically
like-
like, you gotta go next.
Yeah, you're a threat. Sorry. I
It's okay.
Everyone wanted him to
Yeah.
win.
It's like
If we were all out, we so would have voted for you to win.
Yeah,
No matter
all
what.
of us. All three of us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't even know. I'm not sure if cool is the right word. He's just like all out
He's
there.
fun.
He's out there. He's genuine.
Yeah.
So
He's not
I respect
fake.
that. I respect him for that.
Yeah. Much respect. Plan.
Kayla.
Oh boy, Kayla. She was
She
a
was a
crowd
competitor.
pleaser.
Yeah.
She was a crowd pleaser and competitor.
Those are two
Shit.
totally opposite things.
How is that totally opposite?
I feel like it's totally opposite. I feel like, I don't know.
I
Well,
would go.
crowd
Let's
pleaser,
restart.
she just wanted to please everybody.
I guess. I don't know.
Audience-wise.
I don't really know what to say. I didn't really get to know her at all.
I mean, she did kind of like turn against us at one point.
Yeah,
That-
then
that
she,
was on
like,
accident.
Yeah, that was a total
That was
accident.
totally an accident.
Yeah.
She overheard me saying something and she thought that we were voting Emily.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's not on her, I guess.
No.
No,
She's nice.
She
She's
tried
a
to
nice
join
person.
our alliance.
Yeah, she was still nice though.
Yeah, she was. If she was on
Yeah,
our
that was a hard
originally,
decision
she would
to vote
definitely
for
be
her.
probably up with us.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
would.
for sure. Definitely.
Isabel, she fought till the very end of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
She did. She's like, she may not have seemed like it at sometimes, but I mean, she came in clutch when she needed to. Like, she won that one individual immunity toward the end, and then when it was a tie at that last tribal council, she kept fighting till the very end with me. I could tell by the way that she kicked over the thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a competitor, and
I respect her.
I respect her. We go back or we keep going.
Keep going.
Oh. Take that back. Not want to give this up. I know, right? Everyone else is like takes it off of themselves.
Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. I assume that you guys have already gone through and said your final goodbyes to your fellow tribe mates. All right, are you guys ready to get to the final challenge?
Yes.
Behind each of you is a pole with a tin can. You're each gonna pick up a pole and a tin can. Why don't you go and pick a color right now? Want your hands over the top notch of the pole. Go ahead and put your tin can on top. Go ahead and get that sturdy. Now what I want you to do is I want you to extend your arm all the way. You're just testing it right now. I'll tell you when the challenge is actually going to start. You got a good grip. You need to change your grip right now. I'm going to let you do that. Brooke, you're probably going to want your hand a little up. I don't think you're quite above the notch.
It actually helps you throw hard.
Okay. Here's the deal. You're going to hold on like this with your arm extended. You're good.
Wait, can you tell me first before I do it?
3, 2, 1. This challenge is on. The bugs are going to be bad in this challenge. I'm telling you ahead of time. It's all about focus in this challenge. If you lose your focus, you're losing your game. Left before you move on to the next notch. Eli is active in this space. Kristen and Brooke is out. Hear the sound of your can rattle.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Alright, go ahead and move your hand down to the next notch. Yes.
No switching hands.
Oh.
You're good, just move it down.
Go with
So down below or above?
in the middle of
You're going down, yeah.
Hi, I know we're trying to be quiet, but you might want to speak up just a tiny bit when you're narrating.
Alright. Go ahead and get in position. Wrong.
You get to talk.
How those bugs doing, huh?
None around me. It looks like they're all around me.
Brooke? Kristen?
I'm dying.
Any second now. One of you can drop just like that and go out of this challenge. Any minute now, someone could have the power to take somebody to the final two. You guys start to look at right there. I don't think Brooke once this challenge besides and Brooke has her eyes fixed dead in the center. Eli looking like he's waiting for a ride. Kristen looking comfortable. We got Kristen repping the We've got Kristen repping the Olympus book, Eli repping Rainier and Olympus. And we've got Brooke repping Brooke, up. We're still a tribe of three. Oh, that's fine. Kristen's hands will rattle.
Like no
You guys have 1 minute left. Okay, you can pause with the two. Eli's drops. Eli is out of this challenge. Brooke and Kristen now battling it out. Eli dropping out of this challenge. He is, Eli's can drops. Eli's out of this challenge. Kristen is wobbling. She's bugs all around her.
Feel pretty good winning, so I had a feeling I would win the challenge as long as I stayed focused, and I made sure I stayed focused, so ultimately that's the reason why I won.
Just choked, I guess. I mean, actually, it wasn't really a choke. It was more of like a... I just lost focus. So, I tried my best. Mosquitoes were everywhere, by the way. They were all over my legs, my arms. A fly landed on my arm once. But it was a good challenge.
I don't know, I was like totally unfocused the whole time, and then when I tried to like get my focus together, that's when I dropped it. So I feel like I would have done better if I just like tried singing songs and stuff and messing with them even more.
It honestly, like winning, like ultimately, like if I do win this, like it just shows that, like for myself, that I'm strong mentally and physically, and that I can like accomplish things like if I do try my hardest and if I do stay focused.
Brooke needed it because she knew that Eli and I would have voted her out if one of us won the immunity, so she needed it.
She looked like a beast out there. She was like freaking tackling it. She's like not a single movement like the entire time. She totally deserved that.
Well, Eli is a likable guy, and he was very honest during the game, and I mean, that's the only drawback, is that he was more honest than compared to me when I tried blindsiding Kristen.
I think she should keep me because it would look really good in front of the jury if she gets rid of Kristen, because they clapped for her like last time when she voted for her and caused that little challenge thing. So I think they'd look even better for her.
And the jury was really happy that I tried to vote out Kristen. I feel like if I ended up taking her, then the jury wouldn't be very happy with me. It would just show them kind of like wishy-washy.
I feel like they don't like Kristen as much as they like me. I mean, I know that some of my problems with me because I was kind of like the mastermind that tried to get them out, but at the same time I feel like it's like, I don't know, they might have a stronger dislike toward her, so they might vote her instead of Kristen more than they'd vote her over me.
I feel like she's going to take Eli over me just because for some reason everyone seems to have this general hatred for me. Not exactly sure why. I feel like I didn't do anything really wrong, but for those people that I feel like you hate or that hate me, I'd like to know a reason, and I'm sorry for whatever it is that I did. I'm not exactly sure what that was, so if you want to let me know what I did, and if you accept my apology, that would be great. But other than that, I feel like Eli and Brooke are going to be the final two, so best of luck to you guys.
We'll play game.
Once the vote is read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the vote. The 14th person voted out of Survivor Washington Sumner, and 7th and final member of our jury. Kristen. Kristen, that's one. That's enough. You need to bring me your torch. Kristen, the tribe has spoken.
You know, I'm proud of myself. I honestly did not think I would make it this far. I kind of felt I had a disadvantage because for some reason everybody just hated me. Not exactly sure why, except for Eli and Brooke. They stuck by my side for the most part until the very end when Brooke decided to go the other way, but I heard her story and I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at anybody, it's just a game, but I'm just glad I got this opportunity to play it, and thank you.
Alright, so moving our stuff over here. We want to spend our last couple minutes at our wheel camp.
Honestly, it went great for me in my favor because the jury looked very pleased and they seemed really excited when they saw me wearing the immunity necklace, knowing that I would be in the final two. And then once I casted my vote and it was revealed that I voted out Kristen, the whole jury was like still excited about it. Like,
I mean, Brooke had told me before that she was going for me, but I wasn't sure what she told Kristen. But she followed through with her word for me, and I really appreciate that. I feel like we've got two strong players going into the final. I feel like Kristen played a really strong game too. So I mean, our final three from the beginning, we set us three to be the final three. So I feel like that worked in our favor, definitely. Flop on the jury.
Well, from the beginning, I tried to like stay low and kind of just like go with like the majority because I didn't want to like put like a huge target on my back or anything like that. And then like throughout the game, like I started to like think of like making huge moves. Like I know there's like videos of me discussing strategy plans that I didn't actually follow through with, but like that were kind of like risky. Like voting out Kristen was like a huge one that I considered, and then I just kind of like, I don't know, I felt like I bumped up my game a little bit like towards the end by like going against Kristen and trying to vote her out to please the jury, and then the whole thing with ultimately winning the immunity and then voting out Kristen in the end.
At the very beginning, I was really disappointed when I saw that Tyson and Joe were on the other team and Parker, because I knew they were like, I know them pretty well outside of this, and I know that I consider Tyson a pretty good friend. I'm not sure if he considers me a friend after this, but I still think he's a good friend, and like, I know that they're all really physical players, so I was concerned going into the first day that we weren't going to do well in the first couple challenges. But we kind of proved me wrong with that, my team, and we came back and won half of them, which is all we needed to do to come into the merge with an even number. I feel like I totally overestimated my physical qualities. I won one challenge here, and it wasn't even really a physical one. It was the put the puzzle together and then toss things like lightly. So I was not a physical threat at all in this, I don't think, compared to Kristen or Parker or Tyson or, yeah. So, I don't know. I was hoping I could rely on my physical game, but in the end I couldn't, so I just kind of went with strategy. Lots of shots of us just eating graham crackers really slowly, staring into the camera.
Okay, I'm gonna go go do my confessional. I feel like throughout the game, like, again, I was like hanging low, like trying to like stay like with the flow and stuff, and I felt like ultimately like I only took like big moves in the game like when it was necessary, so then it didn't like create like a huge target or anything on my back.
They view me as kind of like the mastermind, which I mean, a little bit was in that sense. So I was the one that made the decision to vote most of them off. So I feel like they kind of begrudge me for that. I feel like I can turn that against Brooke though, as in because I played this game way more strategically. She just kind of flew under the radar the whole time, and I played this game hard.
I think it was just a really crazy but fun experience, and I'm really glad that I did take those risks towards the end, and that's ultimately why I'm here right now. So
I don't know. I had a great time out here. It was probably the best 3 days combined of the summer this far, and I don't know. I had fun. I made some new friends, I think. Hopefully, if they don't hold any of this against me, because this is how I play the game. It's not who I actually am necessarily. So I mean, I did what I did for the game, and no one should take it personally, and I feel like I had a great time out here. Okay, I don't know about you, but this is probably like the highlight of my game, when we found the idol right there in that little bucket.
that was actually so cool, and I thought that was pretty awesome that you let me keep it.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I mean, it was for the team.
Yeah.
Because at that point, we still like Kristen's idol, and I mean, like, I wanted to do whatever we could to keep our alliance strong.
Yeah.
And I guess that worked out for us, right? So anyway, that was great. So it's like we were just walking down, all 5 of us, and then was it Joe? Joe comes over here, Joe comes over here and like starts dragging him back, and
Yeah, he was like, "What are you guys doing?" "Oh, we're adventuring."
yeah, and then so like the other three just walk back, and we stay here, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, that's a bucket." And I come over here, see it, and I go, "Yeah, that was great. That was awesome."
Pretty awesome.
I feel pretty cool finding an idol.
Yeah, that was pretty smart on your part.
It was like my only goal for this game, to find an idol. I didn't say that in my pre-game interview, but that was like my primary goal.
Yeah, or winning. Secondary.
I'm fine making it to the final, honestly.
Yeah, me
It'd be
too.
cool. I mean, either way, there's $100 going to charity, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, there's definitely attributes in both Brooke and Eli. Like, Eli pulled through in different challenges, and Brooke was friendly with everyone, and they both had pretty strong alliances at different points. But, I don't know, just one of them seems more fit for it to me, just because of how well played of a game it was.
Pretty much. Actually, my vote tonight is I'm going to save Brooke because she did save one of my fellow Columbia fellows and voted off Kristen, and so I really respect that about her, and I like her for that.
I think I'm basing it off of who was the most loyal to me. I mean, you can tell when you're about to be voted out because they like don't talk to you, they ignore you, and they're kind of mean to you.
Well, I'm gonna ask them why the hell they voted me off. I'm still a bit salty about that. I mean, I may not have been like really when I got voted off, but now people have been telling me that they honestly do not know why they voted me off. They just kind of did it because Kristen told them to. So I'm gonna really like, dig in on their, themselves as people and individuals because they're just following Kristen blindly. So yeah.
Honestly, they are so close to me, but I mean, it comes down to like,
Well, I'm for sure voting for Brooke because she saved me in the last tribal council, and even though I got voted off, like, I really appreciate what she did for me, and so I'm 100% voting for her.
I am going to vote Eli because, he stuck with me through everything. He was the first person I had an alliance with. He was the first person I trusted. Voting Eli because, he was there. He was always nice to me. He trusted me. He told me everything. And then Brooke pulled that move where she tried to stir up the pot. And so I don't really trust her much. So I'm going to vote Eli.
We will now bring in our final jury. Emily, Tyson, Casey, Eric, Kayla, Isabel, and Kristen voted out at the last tribal council. All right, here we are. It's been 3 days. You guys started off into 2 tribes, 16 people. 14 people are gone. You 2 are the last. We've got a big night tonight. Tonight, one of you will have enough votes to be crowned the sole survivor of Survivor Washington Summer. We're going to find out who that's going to be in a second. I'd like to give you each a few seconds to give opening remarks about your game to try to sell the jury into voting for you, or trying to buy them into voting for you, however you would say it, however you want to say it, whatever type of person you are. So, Brooke, we're going to start with you as immunity winner. Go ahead. You have opening statements.
So I feel like I played a smarter game, like trying to go with my own tribe and voting with how they wanted to vote. And ultimately, I feel like I took the right risks, like towards the end of the game, in order to have myself be where I am sitting right now. And I know I did turn against Kristen at one point. I'm sorry for that, but I felt like it was what I needed to do to make a big move in this game, and hopefully you respect me for making a big move like that, and for ultimately choosing Eli by my side. So thank you.
All right, Eli.
Okay. I just wanted to start off by saying that I might not have been the leader of my team. Okay.
Sit down.
Eli, go ahead and sit,
Okay.
sit down.
Sit down? Okay,
That's right.
Okay. Okay, so whatever. Anyway, I might not have been the leader of my team, but I feel like I led my team a lot in strategy. I feel like I made pretty much any major decision in voting people off when I had the opportunity to, like the exceptions being Kristen toward the end because I didn't have an opportunity to really sway that, and then Emily, that was a fluke. Sorry about that. But anyway, I feel like I played this game out there. I was out there making decisions for my alliances, and I stuck with my alliance originally of 3, Kristen and Brooke being the ones that I was planning on taking to the 3, which worked out. And I feel like I stuck with my original 3 alliance, and I made all the major decisions leading up to that point. And I hope you respect that.
All right. Well, jury, I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about what you're going to say. As soon as everybody's ready, we'll start from the first juror on.
Okay. So first of all, I didn't really come in conflict with either of you through the game. So this is actually a really hard decision for me because it seems pretty equal. Because I think that you both played the game really well. You both played alliances, and though you like turned in different directions and like double crossed people, I think that it was necessary for your own part. But I want to hear like whether like this is what you expected and like from both of you, like what you were expecting and what you wish you could have changed.
Okay. So like one of the main things that I was expecting going in, as soon as I saw Tyson, I was concerned because I know that he's a physical threat. And my main regret in this game is that I didn't remind everyone that I involved in that plan to stick with their votes and not get intimidated by his idol, because that was the move that ultimately led Pete getting voted off. And I feel like if I had like reminded and instilled in everyone to maintain their vote no matter what, that would have been a better outcome.
Well, I felt like it was beneficial for me to just kind of like go with the flow and kind of like be friends with everyone, so then I wouldn't have a huge target on my back. So I guess I kind of regret like maybe like not winning any other immunity challenges possibly, but I felt like it was almost necessary, so then I didn't have that huge target on my back, so then people weren't going to go against me. And I felt like I took like the right moves at the right time in the game.
Eli,
Yeah.
you kind of made me turn on my own team, making me think we were going to have a strong alliance.
Okay.
And you didn't.
Okay.
Voted me off.
Okay, I just told you, just remember, like, I said this is your time to make a move in this game. And, like...
And I did.
Yeah, you did definitely make a move, and I appreciate that a lot. I mean, like, honestly, when I went back to the camp, Kristen was, like, freaking out, I think. Because it's like, she doesn't necessarily want you to be associated with us. She felt like you were some kind of, like target.
Okay, but is she going to make all the... Is she like telling you exactly what to do?
No.
Are you gonna follow her?
No, it's just like I know personally that like I don't know, like people like your tribe didn't necessarily like think of you the highest. I'm not sure if that's a good way to put it, but like I felt like you just turned on them.
Brooke, you actually were still nice to me after Tyson got voted off. I kind of felt singled out. I was by myself most of the time. You were still nice to me, and I feel like people didn't trust you because you were nice to me, but you still were nice to me anyways, and I really respect that about you. Eli, I love you. I think you're super nice and everything, but I like how you keep saying that you guys were the original 3 when you told me otherwise, and I know you're probably gonna deny it now.
Okay, well, they came to me first. Like, honestly. Like, we were the 4, I thought.
Yeah, but then you betrayed me when I thought I was supposed to gain types. I don't know. I felt like I've already proved
I
this
think
to
that
you
was just a
multiple
big
times, but-
misunderstanding. Because the way you were supposed to gain the stress was not by telling him our exact plan.
I did go pee something just really quick. So I just have one question.
Okay.
Why was it me that you got? Like, I want vivid reasons of why you voted me off.
You won the, like, 3 immunities in a row.
Yeah, but I lost
That's good
2.
enough
But
for
why?
you.
How was that after that? Like, if I
We
lost
needed
2
to
in a
keep you
row.
around.
Okay.
You're an awesome guy. We needed you around here. Like, honestly, it was pretty boring after you left. It was really boring.
Why vote me off if I'm just that irritating?
Because you, like, what was the challenge after the one I got rid of? There was the balloon one. You would have not. Wait.
That's the one
No,
you
in
were
that
The one after
in
that.
that
The one
one.
after that. What was that?
There was 2
building.
Memory 1 I lost.
No, but the one after that, like the one.
The writing and
writing and things.
I don't know any of you. I mean,
That's true. No, but,
Okay, but we felt like
we thought that, like, I think I can speak for both of us for this one. So we both thought that you were going to be a threat because we thought there was more physical challenges coming.
all right.
Or
Say,
more
say that to the
disgusting.
camera. Say that why. Say why.
Okay, we thought that Eric was going to be a threat.
No, say it like making me sound really awesome. Say
Okay, so
why.
Eric, he's a freaking god. He's basically
Alright,
immortal.
okay.
He's Jehovah, right?
Okay, a picture of me.
Okay.
All right. Okay, go back.
Okay. So he's self-proclaimed Jehovah over here. He won
Okay.
3 in a row, you know, and he lost 2 in a row. So it's like his losing streak has to be over at this point. So we need to get him when we can. And I mean, like, we all love you. Like, honestly, you're an awesome guy.
All right.
So like he's just, look at him. He's a specimen.
All right. Okay, here's your shoes back.
Thanks, man.
I'm done.
Wait,
At
Eric,
least
can
it's
I
so-
also just say, I honestly thought you were gonna keep winning, so.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. There you go.
All right, Kayla.
Okay, so I mean, I didn't know you guys when you were like in your own tribe, but once we merged, it felt like you guys were playing a very similar game. Like, you were both obviously in alliance with Kristen and everyone else from the Rainier tribe, but you guys were both kind of playing like Tyson and Casey. Like, you looked like you were kind of like unsure, but now I know like you guys weren't unsure, like you were just kind of playing the game. So, I appreciate that. Like, you guys played really well. Like, it confused me. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So I voted Emily. I thought you guys were all doing that too.
Sorry, I clarified later, right?
Yeah, we clarified later, but
Okay. I didn't mean to try to do that.
no, I get that. No.
Okay.
But okay. So both of you guys played really well, but I have a few questions. So, Brooke, so were you ever thinking of voting against him, or not at all?
Not really. I felt like, I don't know, I felt like I could trust him throughout the whole game.
And so did you, like, how did you find out about you getting voted
I
out?
just knew it because like, you knew that both of them had idols, so I was the
Yeah.
obvious target. So I mean, I don't know. I just kind of
Yeah,
figured
and
that
you
one
knew
out.
Isabel and I were voting for you.
Yeah, I could just tell, and I knew that you were trying to flip Kristen and Brooke, and I was just really paranoid because
Yeah.
originally we made a deal, all of us, that all of you 4 were gonna vote for me, and then Brooke was gonna give me the idol, and to make it look like they were on your side to try to like trick everyone. But
Oh.
that apparently that changed. And so when Brooke said that she wasn't gonna give me the idol, I flipped out. So I was like in panic mode. And
Okay.
so I'm like, Brooke, come on, man. If you don't give me the idol, like, oh my god. So I guess it turns out that they actually did vote for you.
Hey.
Congratulations for making it to the top 2. Like, that's a good job. You beat everyone else. So. Brooke, first of all, I just want to say, like, I really respect how you played the game. I thought you were really honest with people, and you're being really honest now, which I really appreciate. I also liked the move you did at the end of it when I was voted out, when you voted for Kristen, and not just because you didn't vote for me, but I thought that was a really big move, and it changed things up.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, it did benefit you in the end. Eli, I like you too.
Okay. Okay, good.
Down again.
Okay. Okay.
But I felt like you really just followed what Kristen was saying the whole time. And you guys were kind of just playing it safe, and you didn't really make that many big moves.
Okay.
personally. So.
Okay, so I want to know more about this whole, if you give me the idol, I'll take you to the final two. Because
I really didn't want to make that decision. Like,
That was like right as we had our torches.
I was freaking out. That was like a last minute decision. I really regret saying that actually, because I know that I was with you all the way, and like, I don't know. I felt like honestly I would have gone back on that if I won the challenge. If I won the, I'm not gonna do it. Okay. I would have gone back on that if I had won the challenge today. Later for the final one. Because I think it would have been a bigger move to go vote out Brooke than it would have been vote out you.
But how can I trust that you say that when I just found out that?
That's fair enough. I mean, you just have to take my word for it, honestly.
Brooke, I thought you did a really good job. At first, I didn't even think that it was a strategy. I thought, you were just going to be nice to everybody because that's who you are. I didn't think that you were like, oh, let me just be nice to everybody so I can. But I thought you were really strategic. You had good plans and everything. It just kind of hurt that, we were stuck from the very beginning, I thought, until I heard that Casey was performing. But, so that was another nail in the coffin. So.
Thanks, Kristen. All right. Hey. Okay. So, thank you, jury. Thank you, final two. I hope your questions were answered well. We're gonna get to the vote in a minute. I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to decide who you're gonna vote for, and then we'll get to it.
And I just respect your guys' time. Best to you.
Andy fucked me over.
All right. I'll go get the votes.
I think so.
All right. Jury, Brooke, Eli, thank you for a fantastic first season, and here's to hopefully many more to come. As much as I would love to read these votes right now, it's going to have to wait. I'll see you guys in the Sumner High School Performing Arts Center for the live reading of the votes. Hayden wins.
Yeah!
Well, this isn't the Performing Arts Center at Sumner High School, but it is my backyard, and we are here for the finale after over a year. Guys, how does it feel?
I don't even remember what happened really.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
me neither.
yeah.
Okay, so I have 7 votes in here. I have not pulled them out at all, actually. Not even a joke. Read them on the night that this finished, and they've kind of just sat in there ever since. So, after a year, it is time to conclude this and get this whole thing over with. So here we go. For the last time, I will read the votes. First vote, Brooke. Brooke. It's 2 votes, Brooke. Brooke. That's 3 votes, Brooke. It takes 4 to win. The winner, Survivor Washington State. Brooke. that, folks, 7 votes for Brooke, no votes cast against her the entire game. That is a Survivor perfect game. So congratulations, Brooke. Well deserved. Okay, we are back here with a few questions for Brooke and Eli. Brooke, how does it feel?
Feels great.
Feel like those 3 days paid off?
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that no one voted against me the whole time.
Eli, are you surprised?
Not really, no. Based on how final travel went, not exactly.
So let me ask you guys. So you've been together since the first day, obviously, out there, and you stuck it through, got to the final 2 together, despite having some differences in like who was going to the end with who, with the whole Kristen thing. You guys made it. You guys beat all the Columbia, and you guys beat all the Rainier. Is this a win for Rainier, in your guys' opinion, or is this completely just a different, like all Survivor seasons, a win for the individual?
I think it was a win for the team,
Oh.
since it was like me, Eli, and Kristen at the end.
Yeah, I feel like we formed a pact toward the beginning, and we kept true to that for a majority of the game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Brooke kind of coasted under the radar, and she deserved this win for herself.
Seeing the theme of the season of the tribe versus tribe, Columbia versus Rainier, all the way to the last day, even Columbia and Rainier, those alliances are still holding strong, and that idea of Columbia versus Rainier is so strong. It's interesting because the Columbia tribe makeup in terms of who was on that team and the personalities, and the Rainier makeup in terms of who was on their team, what personalities, are so vastly different that it almost seems like 2 seasons were going on at different times before the merge. Do you guys think that your tribe makeup from the beginning is something that helped escalate you two to get to the end?
I would say so. I feel like Rainier as a whole kind of understood how the game of Survivor is supposed to be played more than Columbia did. Like, when Joe found his idol, he immediately showed everyone, as opposed to Kristen, who kept it for herself and didn't share it with me until like several hours after she found it. Just, I don't know, general understanding of how the game is supposed to work.
So we talk about strategy, and obviously you two are so different strategically. Brooke, your under-the-radar win is, of course, a strategy that's been shown for years in Survivor. It's often one of the most effective ones, and you don't see the person coming until it's too late. Eli, you obviously controlled the game mentally, making huge decisions and making strategic moves before anybody else saw them coming. Do you believe that those differences in the real or in the game of Survivor will always produce different outcomes depending on who's on the jury, or do you believe that personally one of your way is better of winning?
Well, I think for the way that we played Survivor this time, Brooke's way of winning obviously is better. But I feel like if we actually had 39 days out there, the people would have maybe cooled down a little bit and maybe accepted my way of playing a little bit more by the time the final Tribal Council came around.
Brooke, do you agree?
I just feel like my strategy was like the smartest thing that I could do at the time, because I didn't want anyone to have anything against me or anything like that if I were to get to the end. Unlike Eli, he made like more bold moves, I would say, and that's why people probably didn't want to vote for him over me.
So speaking on that, we look at, and of course it's my personal belief as well, that a certain individual has a certain way of playing Survivor. You can't duplicate anybody. Like Kristen, for example, could not have really played an under-the-radar game as well because she was so physically fit, and she worked well socially with her tribe to the point that she was seen as like a figurehead at certain points in the game. So that under-the-radar strategy wouldn't have worked. I want to ask, why do you think that other people's strategies failed in your season? Let's say, let's stick to, say, Isabel, Eric, and Tyson, and how do you see those 3 in terms of playing the game of Survivor and why they failed in getting to the end?
I would say that if Eric wasn't as big of a physical threat, he would have won. Like, the only reason that we voted him off was because he had previously won 3 immunity challenges. So I feel like if he had maybe just thrown several challenges, he would have had a better shot of winning.
Tyson wasn't a smart player, though.
That's true.
So, and why wasn't that? Could you explain why you don't think Tyson was a smart player?
I feel like he was just too out there, you know? He was making some things that made a lot of his tribe mates uncomfortable, and I'd say making an enemy out of Kristen was not the best move to do when he went through her stuff, and I think you can see in her confessionals that kind of stuck with her for a majority of the game. So I think making an enemy out of Kristen was not a particularly good move for him.
Brooke, Isabel's strategy was basically attach herself to
the bigger alliance, much as you did. However, your loyalty stuck true. Isabel was very able to move across different alliances and different groups at different times when she was asked to do so. Do you think that if you were in her position, you would be able to move to a larger Columbia alliance had Eli been voted out of the final 10?
That's hard. I don't know, actually. I think I would have stayed.
With the Rainier alliance?
Yeah, I think I still would have.
And why is that?
Because I feel like loyalty is something that will get you farther in the game.
Okay. So expanding on that idea then of loyalty, Rainier was, of course, Columbia. Comparing loyalty to Columbia, Columbia's loyalty is like you can't be broken on Columbia. Rainier also had that idea of loyalty, and Kristen being very, very upset with Brooke voting for her in Final Four. Where does your line of loyalty end in Survivor?
For me, I just wanted to stick true to my original two of Kristen and Brooke, and I don't know what I would have done if I had won the immunity challenge in the final three. Personally, I probably would have made like a split-second decision toward the very end. But I don't know. I feel like I was pretty open throughout the game to people when I knew they were going to get voted off. I was pretty open about it unless I knew that they had an idol to play. But I would have probably stayed loyal to my original alliance of two, and no matter what happened in the game.
And Brooke, what about you?
Honestly, I feel like I would stay loyal the whole entire time unless it was absolutely necessary to flip for my own game.
Okay. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about the condition of the season? Anything else you want the fans to know?
I don't know. I mean, looking back, I don't know. I didn't see Isabel as much of a threat as it made it out to be in her confessionals. I think she was playing us pretty good. She kind of convinced us to go Eric, and I didn't really see that when it happened.
And Brooke, anything?
Honestly, I just think I played a loyal game and I tried to stay true to myself. So then, if I did get to the finals, that people would vote for the person that stayed loyal in the end. But I think one thing that is different than like other Survivor games is that a lot of people like to vote for the person that made bolder moves, typically, I feel like.
Okay, one last question. Out of everybody that has played, out of all the other 14 contestants, if you guys had to vote to give one Columbia and one Rainier player of the season besides yourselves in terms of like gameplay, entertainment, whatever you want, who would you guys pick?
Eric.
No question, Eric from Rainier.
Yeah, easy.
I don't know who else. Honestly, Eric.
I don't think anyone else would deserve it more. I mean, he won the most immunity challenges, and he didn't ally himself with anyone. So, I mean, I feel like he played his personal game to the best of his ability.
And from Columbia, who would you pick?
Probably Isabel. She played the best strategic game out of any of them.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
Interesting. Okay, well, that's all we have for right now. Make sure to check in 1 week. We might be doing another reunion with more questions. We'll be able to open that up to the fans. So if you have any other questions for Hayden and Eric, let's say, go ahead and tweet them to us, send them in the comments, whatever you want. Thank you all so much for watching. It has been an absolutely incredible experience, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. So on behalf of everybody that has produced and worked with Survivor Washington, thank you.